Question 2? Nobody? Question 3? Anybody? Yes? A or B? A. Find the range. Do you know how to read the stem and leaf diagram? For example, 19 dash stroke 4 means 194 grams. So to find the range, we take the biggest minus the smallest lah. Yes, that is the definition of the range. Take the biggest minus the smallest. 1 mark only. So 228 minus 191, get the answer. Who needs help for part B? Median. Nobody are? Now question 4, who needs help on the steps to go through? Okay. To sketch quadratic graph, I think we learned this at the start of this year. Is it? Yeah, at the start of this year. So there were a few things that I always wanted you to find out first. They are our y-intercept, x-intercept, a line of symmetry is y equals to something. We've got our either maximum or minimum point equals to something. With all this information, you will be able to sketch the graph. So in this case, to find the y-intercept, y-intercept happens when, why not? You should be very familiar with this already. Y-intercept happens when what? X equals to 0. Okay, substitute x equals to 0, mental sums without calculator. What is the answer? X equals to 0, what do we have? We have y equals to negative x minus 8, x plus 3. X equals to 0. I get positive 8 times 3. So what's the answer? Mental sums, x equals to 0, what do we have for y? How much? 24, okay. Simple, simple. Huh? Now, to find the x-intercept, when do we get the x-intercept? Oh, when y equals to 0. Now you imagine y equals to 0. So this is now equal to 0. What is the value of x? What's the value of x? 8 and negative 3. Okay, so we've got negative 3 or 8. Line of symmetry. It's not y equals to. A line of symmetry in this case will always be x equals to something. Okay, what is the line of symmetry then? X equals to? What? How much? 5.5. How do you get 5.5? Why 8 plus 3? Find the middle, is it? Okay, so you are saying now that the middle is negative 3 over here and 8 over here, right? Middle obviously is somewhere here lah, along this line, right? It is x equals to question mark. And this length must be the same because they're known as midpoint, right? It is symmetrical about the line of symmetry, obviously. So the center of 3 and negative 8 is wrong. The middle of negative 3 and 8 is 2.5. Okay, how do we get 2.5? Okay, so what plus what? 8 plus negative 3 divided by 2, so we get 2.5. All these are mental sums you can do already. Okay, so since the line of symmetry is x equals to 2.5, then the x coordinate over here must be 2.5 as well. Alright, because it is symmetrical, that is a property of parabolas. Then do we have a maximum or a minimum point? Based on the equation, is it a maximum or minimum point? How do we tell?
The coefficient of
Okay, coefficient of x squared is positive or negative? Sorry. Positive or negative? Look at the equation. Obviously negative, right? Because there's a negative times x must be negative lah. If it is negative, is it maximum point or minimum point? So negative, right? Negative set lah, set face. Okay. Positive smiley face. Okay, so negative means we get a set face that is a maximum point. Is 2.5 comma something. What is the y coordinate over here? How do you find the y coordinate? Sub 1 into x. Okay, so when x equals to 2.5, y equals to negative 2.5 minus 8, 2.5 plus 3. Answer? $30.25. Okay, then from here, with the axes given to us, x and y, I know that line of symmetry, that is 2.5 over here, with the coordinate 30.25. So there must be a maximum point here. Then it intersects the x-axis at negative 3 and 8. So draw a parabola. This being the maximum point, I can choose to start from the maximum point, draw a curve down. This must be a value of 24, because that's our y-intercept. Then this must be negative 3. Okay, so the other side, draw it as symmetrical as you can. So this must be 8. Then the equation y equals to negative x minus 8 multiplied by x plus 3. Okay, so this is the answer. Any questions? Then let's move on. Question 5. Anybody needs help? Question 5. Look at the question. Hope that we understand what all these things mean first. What does this symbol mean? A 0. This is not 0. What does this? This is null. N-U-L-L. It refers to a set. This is the null set. Otherwise known as the empty set. This is a set. Then what about this one over here? What does this symbol mean? What does this symbol mean? Subset. Proper subset or simply subset? No. It is a proper subset. Okay, because there isn't that equal sign down there, so it's a proper subset. Next one. What about this? How is that? Not a proper subset. Okay. How about this? This one means? This one. No, this one is proper subset. Subset looks like this. And what about this one? This E look alike. This thing that looks like E. So I remember E for element. So this means element. Then what about this one? Not element, no? Okay, then here we have element, and this one, the last symbol, universal set. So now we fill in the blanks. We've got 2, 10. Okay, 2, 10 over here is, are they elements or is this a set? This is a set, because there are curly brackets around it, right? So this set over here, the set that contains the elements 2 and 10. Then blank A. So looking at the diagram, we've got, this is our A, 10 and 2 over here. 1 and 5. This being the set C. What can you tell me about the set containing 2 and 10 versus the set A? This is the set, the one blue color that I just circled. It is a set containing the elements 2, 10, right? What can you tell me about the relationship of this blue color set with respect to my set A? What is the relationship over here? The very obvious relationship. It's a proper subset. Can you see that the blue color set lies entirely inside the yellow set? Right? So we call it a proper subset. So proper subset has this symbol over here. Meaning every single element, which is 2 and 10, is found inside the set A. But they are not equal. Okay, because set A got 2 more elements, 1 and 5, which is not inside the blue color one. Now, part B. 3. Is 3 a set? What is 3 actually? Yeah, 3 is an element. It is not a set. Where do we find this 3? Look at your diagram. And with regard, with its relationship to the set B. Is there a relationship between the element 3 and the set B? Yes, right. What can you tell me about them? A is an element. Now part C. B intersect C. Where is B intersect C? So this is A, this is B, and this is C. B intersect C. We are referring to this region. And what equals to? B intersect C equals to this shaded region, right? By right, I'm supposed to write down all the elements found inside there. Are there any elements inside there? Nothing. So this refers to the null set. It is an empty set. This shaded region is a set. It's just that it's empty. So we call it an empty set. Now, okay? Question 7. Anybody needs help? 7. This is an inequality question. We want to see you demonstrate understanding and usage of inequalities, not primary school maths. So he runs a squash club, 58 are adults, 37 children. At least 70% should be adults. So because they want the smallest number of adults to join, right? Let X be number of adults to join. Understand this statement, this assumption? X is the number of adults to join, not including the current adults. So if you want at least 70% of the members should be adults, then the number of adults divided by number of members times 100% should be at least 70%. Am I right? So let's translate all that to mathematics. Adults over members times 100% should be more than or equal to 70%. Agree with this statement? Okay? So now, adults, we do substitution. Instead of writing adults, what should we write? 58. Now, this over here will be the final number of adults with the final number of members. So, final number of adults will be 58 plus.
58 plus 2.
No, number of adults. At the moment, they only have 58 adults. They have 37 children. Finally, how many adults do they have? 58 plus? Adults, only one adults, not children. X. Because my first assumption is that number of adults to join must be X, so the final one must be 58 plus X. What about the number of members? Finally. How much? How do you get 95? 58 plus 37 plus X. Agree that this is the final number of members after X adults join? Yes? Sophia, okay? Okay, now we multiply this by 100%. Multiplying by 100% is the same as multiplying by 1. For multiply by 0, become nothing already. 100% is equal to 1. All of you remember that? All okay? Then 70% is the same as 0.7. All okay this so far? Then multiply by 1, don't need right? It's the same, multiply by 1, remove it. Now, our inequality looks like this. What should we do to both sides? What should I do to both sides? times?
58 plus 37.
Okay, 58 plus 37 is actually how much? 95. Okay, so this is 95. 95. So you want to multiply both sides by 95 plus x. Is that it? But before you multiply, you have to be careful. Times 95 plus x. Times 95 plus x. Every time you have an inequality, you want to do a multiplication or you want to do a division, you need to check whether you are multiplying or dividing by a positive or negative number.
If it's a negative, then
If it's negative, you switch the inequality. If it's positive, nothing will change.
so do it
Is this positive or negative?
positive.
Positive, right? Because 95 is positive number, x is positive also. Positive plus positive must be positive. So no problem, I can do a multiplication. So 58 plus x is greater than or equals to 0.7 multiplied by 95 plus x. Expand. 58 plus x greater than or equal to 0.7 times 95. How much is that? 66.5. Okay, then plus 0.7x. And what should we do to both sides?
Minus 58.
Minus 58, okay? So x greater than or equals to, what is 66.5 minus 58? 18.5 is it? 8.5, sorry. 8.5. Then on the other side, plus 0.7x, right?
Then minus 0.7.
Minus 0.7x. Okay, let's remove this. I know that this will be 0.3x, right? Okay, then what next? Divide by 0.3. Can divide by 0.3 without changing sign? Yes, because 0.3 is a positive number. So x greater than or equal to 8.5 over 0.3. X greater than or equal to
28.3.
28.3.
333.
Or 333.
If it's continuous, then just put in fraction. 28.
Yeah, can. You can put 1 over 3 over here. You want to put a 3 with a recurring at the top, also can. Now, what is the smallest number of adults that need to join? So, smallest x equals to 29. That's it.
But it's more than
Hang on. Yes, Yang Kun? Why you never put inequality sign? Just put as equal. That means right from the start, you do this. Is it? Okay, so you are saying that number of adults divided by number of members times 100% equals to 70%. Is that what the question wanted? Because you see, after you do this, right, you had x is the number of adults to join. So you do all this one all change to equal. We get to the last step, x equals to 28 and 1/3, right? So if I go back to our assumption, you are saying that number of adults to join is equal to 28 and 1/3. Can you have 28 and 1/3 person? You cannot. So cannot lah.
but it says smallest, but then that one is x bigger, greater than or equals to. But then x cannot be 28.
Yeah, exactly. X is supposed to be greater than or equal to 28 and 1/3.
So equals to.
Or equals to, but in this case, equal to doesn't make sense. Which is why you were supposed to start off with an inequality to avoid the problem of telling the examiner, hey, I got 1/3 person. Okay? So putting in the inequality makes your work correct. You put it as an equal, you are just pretending that this is a primary school question and you are doing it that way. Is that clear, Yang Kun? Are you going to try putting equal and try your luck during the O levels?
That one is so.
Question 8, anybody? Question 8? Nobody, Question 9. Anybody? Raise your hand. Question 9, okay. Solid cylinder, radius, height, solid hemisphere. What is a hemisphere?
The sphere.
Half of a sphere, yes. You must know that it is exactly half of a sphere. Volumes are equal. Work out total surface area of the cylinder. If the volumes are equal, then they are trying to get you to form an equation, right? Something equal to something. What do you think is equal to what? Volume, cylinder, volume, hemisphere. Do you have this as your first statement? Or at least the substituted values? What is the formula for volume of cylinder? If you forget, pi r square h. Is it written over here? Oh, it's not at the front. But so you are expected to remember it. See how you draw a cylinder actually allows you to come up with a formula. So you draw a cylinder by drawing a circle like this or an oval, because I'm drawing 3D, so the circle looks like oval. Then you draw two vertical lines down. Then you draw another same oval. So you get a hemisphere, right? Then the volume is just the base area times the vertical height. So pi r square h. Pi radius, okay, r square h. That is the volume of our cylinder. Equals to volume of hemisphere. Did they give the volume of hemisphere in the front? Did they give? No, they didn't give. They gave sphere. So half of 4 over 3 pi r cubed. 4/3 pi r cubed is the volume of a sphere. So this is how you don't need to memorize. It's given to you. Which is... No, it is not. But I just taught you how to derive it. Like literally a while ago. Okay, so these two are supposed to be the same. What should we do then? Cancel away whatever can be cancelled. Pi and pi. Anything else that can be cancelled? R? Just one R or how many R? Two of them. Okay, R square and this one left with R, right? So now we have a relationship. It is called H equals to 2 over 3 R. Now find the total surface area of the cylinder. Total area of the cylinder is given to be, there are two circles, top and bottom, then I have the curved surface area. So now, total area is made up of the two circles first. So they are given by 2 times pi r squared plus, what is the area of the curved surface of this cylinder? So all this curved part, 2 pi r, this is actually the circumference. Okay, circumference times the height. So h. Now, they wanted the answer in terms of r, so they don't want the h. Do we already have something for h? Put inside. 2 pi r squared, 2 pi r, 2 over 3 r. Simplify. 2 pi r squared plus 4 over 3 pi r squared. So 2 pi r squared plus 4/3 pi r squared is 3 and 1/3, is it? Right, 3 over 3 times 3, 6, 10 over 3 pi r squared. Okay, that's it for question 9. Any clarification required? Moving on, question 10. Question 10, do you need help? Yes or no, anybody? Did I bring my compasses? Oh yeah, I brought my compasses. Anybody needs help? If yes, raise our hand. Okay. If not, question 11. Anybody? Question 12. 13. Okay, question 13. Invested amount of money in an account paying compound interest 2.5% per year. When you see compound interest, flip back to your first cover page. Your formula. The very first one, compound interest. Total amount equals to P 1 plus R over 100N. So this is what we have. Total amount. P 1 plus R over 100 power N. So we need to know what all these things mean. P will be our, P is our total amount? No? Principal. So if you are borrowing money from a bank, the amount that you borrow is the principal. If you are lending money, the amount you lend out will be the principal. So that's the original amount. Then this R over here, what does it refer to? Interest rate per what? Per year? Okay. Yes, you can call it year. If you call it, okay, let me use another color. Year. You can call it year. Then what does this N tell us? What does N tell us? Number of? Number of years. Okay, then what does total amount refer to? Okay, principal plus interest. This one is compound interest. Okay? This is the compound interest. Total amount refers to principal plus compound interest. So if I want compound interest, what do you have to do? A minus of the principal? Simple enough? Yes? Yes? No, this whole thing is total amount. It is compound interest plus principal. Oh, can? Now, I really hope in 2019 O-level paper, when they come out the compound interest question, because it's very likely they will come out with a compound interest question, I hope the question is in terms of years. If it is not in years, for example, if it is in months, then this will be interest rate per month. Then this will be the number of months. It could be number of quarters. Then this will be quarters. When it becomes months and quarters, it becomes a little harder, a little more complicated, because they will tell you the interest rate per annum. They will still in the question, even if it is in terms of quarters, right? In the question, they will still tell you interest rate equals to, for example, 4% per annum. When it is 4% per annum, are you able to tell me interest rate per quarter? What is the interest rate per quarter? So think, what's the interest rate per quarter? 1%? Yes, it is 1%. 1 out of 4 times 4 lah. Because per quarter your 12 months, you divide into 4 chunks. Then one chunk will be 1%. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 4%. Okay, so this will be 1. In this case, it will be just 1. Then if the question tells you, find the total amount after 5 quarters. So they don't tell you it is after 1 year. They're after 5 quarters. So what's your number of quarters over here? How many quarters would that be? 5 lah, yeah. Because they say 5 quarters Understand how it works? If they say find the total amount after 1.5 years. After 1.5 years. So what is the number of periods over here? The number of quarters over here? 6. You must know how to get this yourself. 1.5 years. 1 year, 4 quarter, right? Half year, 2 quarter, right? 4 plus 2, 6 lor. Understand? So this is for quarters. What if they ask you for month? If it is interest rate per month, if the interest rate is again, let's choose simpler values. 24% per annum. The moment he cannot pay is 24% per annum. Very high. 24% per annum, after 1 month you cannot pay, right? Compound your interest. Because you owe me another 24%, right? You owe me the next month another compound interest. Compound and compound and compound, you get into trouble. So that's how credit cards work. Okay? So 24% is realistic. Now, interest rate 24% per annum. Interest over here, interest rate per month. How much is it? How much is the interest rate per month? How many? 2%. Are you able to get 2% by yourself, mental sums? Can, right? Okay. Now, this is the number of months. So calculate the total amount after 3 years. Okay. So what will you put as n for 3 years? 36. Yes. So this is how the question can vary from year, quarters, months. They can count with anything else they like. Even count the number of days, you also must know how to do it. Divide by 365 times 365. Okay? That's why I pray it will just be straightforward, just years. Then you don't need to think so much. But you still must be prepared. Okay, so that is for this recap for this formula. Then we answer the question. Calculate the sum of money she invested, meaning the principal. Let principal be, I don't know how to spell principal, I still don't know how to spell P. I don't know whether it's LE or AL. AL. I don't know, whatever. Alright, so total amount is our principal plus interest. Equals to P1 plus, we can already substitute. Okay, so 1 plus R over 100 n. So let's do the substitution over here. P is our unknown. P plus, what is the interest? 674.79 equals to P. 1 plus R, what is the interest? 2.5 over 100 and the number of years? 4. Find P. Number plus number equals to number times number. Can do, right? Use your calculator to find this. 2.5 divided by 100. So 2.5 divided by 100 plus 1 power 4. 1.103812 blah blah blah. So P plus 674.79 equals to this P over here. Okay? Then subtract. This one, subtract over here. This gives us 0.103812P 674.79. P must be equals to 674.79 divided by, so we get 611.054. Is that correct answer?
Yes.
Hey, what happened? Where's my mistake?
It's 674.79 plus P.
No. Eh?
Yes.
Okay, first, do you agree with this step?
Yes.
All agree?
Yes.
Then what I did was 674.79 equals to 1.103812P minus P, which is 0.103812P, which is 674.79. Get it? And then these two are the same lah. Just left and right only. Where go on? Okay. Is it?
Correct lah. So it's correct.
Because you use the exact figure, right? You use the exact value of 1 plus 2.5 over 100 power 4. Hey, yours? So this is the correct answer now.
Hello.
Because you round off somewhere.
5 SF. 5 SF.
Huh?
What is your 5 SF? 1.1038. Okay, let me try.
Cannot.
674.79 divided by 0.1038. Then you get 6497.97, right? Yeah, I keep pressing wrongly. Wait.
How did he?
674 0.79 divided by 0.1038. Okay, so your answer is 6500.867.
Yeah.
So you round off to become 6500.6 or 0.87. And it's different. Then how? Who is more correct?
This
Who say 5SF? Who say 5SF? I say right. Yeah, I say 5SF right. I remember I said before that. Then why does it work? When did I say to use 5SF?
when it's money.
Just before. So this part you put in 5SF. This part in 5SF. Then you round off to 2dp. However, what you guys did was over here you already put 5SF. You understand the difference?
Oh, you have to use the exact number.
Where possible, use the exact value. That's why don't round off. As far as possible, don't round off for your intermediate step. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's move on. Question 14. Anybody needs help for 14A? 14B? Okay, so we require the answer from 14A first. It says that 2x squared minus 5x minus 12 is 2x plus 3x minus 4. Then in part B, they say hence. Can you go and highlight the word hence in your textbook so that every time you do this question again, you will be reminded by it. Hence. Hence is a very important word. It gives you a clue on how to do part B. Okay? They are already giving you hints. It is related to part A. So let us look at part B. 2y minus 3 squared minus 5. 2y minus 3 minus 12. Trying to get you to realize this. Hey, if you were to substitute x, all these x, you change it to 2y minus 3. All the x change to 2y minus 3. Wouldn't you get this?
No.
Why not?
Yes and no.
So you will get this, right? In order to factorize part B, wouldn't the answer therefore be the same as part A? It's just that all the x you change to, what do we want to change it to? 2y minus 3. So the answer, this will be equivalent to 2 times 2y minus 3 plus 3. X, again, change it to 2y minus 3 minus 4. Understand? Now these two are equivalent. But we can simplify it a little further. So 2 times 2y minus 3 is 4y minus 6 plus 3. 2y minus 3 minus 4. 4y minus 3. 2y minus 7. Okay? Next, question 15. So mean equals to x bar equals to shift, what was that? 1, 4, 2. 1, 4, 2. Shift 1, 4, 2. Alternatively, we can use summation x over summation f. So practice now, how do you find summation f? Summation x.
Step
Shift 1, 3, 2. Okay, divided by 200. So 7, 9, 1, 0 divided by 200. We get the same, 39.55. Then now, estimate of the standard deviation. Standard deviation, we have our summation fx squared, summation fx, summation f, then minus summation fx over summation f squared. So practice now with your calculator to get these values out. So like I say, put in the values.
So this one can find one.
Yeah, I can.
Shift 1,
3, 1, 4.
4, then
4, 3.
3,
3, 1, 4, 3.
9.423245.
So need to write down all these.
Like I said during yesterday's lesson,
You come?
Yeah.
put them down. However, this is just because kiasu,
Mistake.
so we should get the value of 910.
No, I know the rest.
What?
I went to the but then I never see.
Okay, this is what you should get. And this is the kiasu way of doing it. But again, because it is 1 mark, right? We also told that if you put in the answer, you will still get it if it is correct. So, do you know how to use your calculator to straight away get the answer? Which symbol is it? Okay, this one, shift 143. Shift 143. So this is our standard deviation. Shift 143. Okay? Now part C, anybody needs help? This accurate, they bold it for you, it's accurate.
So that means you have to
That means you use your protractor and measure.
yeah, exactly.
So don't need to go through.
Oh, I don't protect.
Question 17. Anybody for question 17? Nobody needs help? 18. So this is 144 written as a product of its prime factors. From here you can tell yes it's a perfect square because what?
The powers are
Since powers are even, yeah? So 144 is perfect square. Okay? Alternatively, you can write it this way. 2 to the power 2 times 3 square. Right? 2 to the power 2 times 3. So 2 to the power 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 square is 144. Everybody knows that. Not for this question. You are again expected to put down 28 and 63 in prime factors. So 28, 2, 14, 2, 7. 7, 1. 28 equals to 2 square times 7. Next one, 63. Start off with 3. 21, 3, 7, 7, 1. 63 equals to 3 square times 7. So 28 times 63 equals to 2 square times 3 square times 7 square. Since all the powers of the prime factors are even, therefore it is a perfect square. Can? Your answer key gives you something like this. 2 times 3 times 7 and square. Also okay. Same thing. Part B. Anybody needs help? Part B. Then next one, 19, matrices. 19A, anybody? No, 19B. 19C. 19C, anybody? Okay, there is one. So the matrix R is equals to P times 3, 5, 4. Okay, so let us write down the matrix P first. 28, X, 170, 176, 95, 89 with our 354. In the first place, can this matrix multiplication be done? So here we have how many by how many? 2 by 3. This one is
1 by 1. Wait, 1 by
3 by 1. Rows, then column. So these two are the same, right? Our result will be 2 by 1. So 2 rows, 1 column only. Simple, small matrix. Okay, can be done. Then we put in all our header. What do they represent? 20. This one CAS. What is CAS? Okay, children, adult, senior citizen. Then the 95 and the rows represent week 1, week 2. Okay. So week 1, week 2. This 3, 5, 4, what do they represent? Charge. Okay, and rows, what do they represent? Different groups of people. So now, we wrote 2 by 3 and 3 by 1. We say that the 3 and the 3, they are the same, right? They will cancel out. What do these 3 refers to? CAS, CAS. They cancel out. So our final matrix looks like this. Something over here, something over here. 2 by 1. And what are the headers that are left? Since I do have the CAS, do have CAS rate. What other headers are left? Charge. Must be here lah. Then this must be week 1, week 2. So what do the elements represent in matrix R? The elements represent the total charges for week 1 and week 2 respectively. Okay, all the keywords are here. Total charges. Did it say per hour? No, it's not per hour. Oh, the charge is for 1 hour. The n term equals to T1 plus n minus 1d. So I'm going to write down the n term right now. What is the first term in the sequence? 39 plus n minus 1. What is the difference? What is the difference? Negative 7, yes. Negative is important over here. Otherwise, your number is going to get bigger and bigger. In this case, you are getting smaller and smaller because you minus 7 every time. So 39 minus 7n plus 7. So 46 minus 7n. This is our answer. No need to think too much.
Minus 7n plus 46.
Yeah, they are the same. So this is, I feel, the easiest way of doing it. Of course, you can try and derive it yourself. You will be able to do it given enough time, which I don't know whether you have or not. Okay, last part. Part C, explain why negative 246 is not a term.
So you sub it.
Yeah, so you sub it. Let 46 minus 7n equals to 246. Then you will get n equals to 41 and 5 over 7. Since 41, 5 over 7 not integer,
It's not a term of
it is not a term. Yes, that's it.